Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, where to work meets talk, and bikes aren't just machines, they're experiences. Today, we're diving into a beast that has cruiser fans buzzing out of 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 200. It's bold, it's refined, and it might just be the best thing Kawasaki's done to the Vulcan line in years. So, grab your helmet and let's hit the throttle on this review. The Vulcan name has long been a cornerstone in Kawasaki's cruiser lineup, a trusted companion for riders who love a mix of American cruiser aesthetics and Japanese engineering finesse. But 2025 brings us something more than just an upgrade. The Vulcan 200 is a complete reimagining. Bigger displacement, updated electronics, refined comfort, and a look that turns heads, not just because it's stylish, but because it demands your attention. Let's start under the tank. At the heart of this machine, the 2025 Vulcan 200 is powered by a massive 2,000cc V-twin engine. Yes, you heard that right, and this isn't just for bragging rights. This beast delivers 115 horsepower and a monstrous 137 pounds-to-feet of torque. That's instant pull at the twist of the wrist. Kawasaki's engineers have tuned this mill to deliver low-end grunt with buttery-smooth delivery, making it perfect for long highway stretches or torque-heavy city takeoffs. What's impressive is how refined it feels, thanks to a rebalanced crankshaft, dual counterbalancers, and improved fuel mapping. Throttle response is smooth and progressive. The Vulcan 200 doesn't just roar, it sings, with the new dual exhaust setup that gives it a deep, throaty growl without being obnoxious. It's the kind of sound that makes you smile under your helmet. Pair that with Kawasaki's revised 6-speed transmission, and you've got a cruiser that feels confident whether you're pulling away from a stoplight or overtaking on the interstate. The gear shifts are crisp, and the gearing itself feels dialed in for real-world use, not just spec sheet glory. Now let's talk ride quality. The Vulcan 200 sits on a new high-strength steel frame designed to handle the increased engine output while still maintaining excellent rider comfort. Kawasaki has worked hard to keep vibrations in check, and it shows. Even at higher speeds, the handlebars and footboards stay steady. The suspension has been upgraded too, with the 43mm front fork and a hidden monoshock at the rear, giving it that classic hardtail look without sacrificing comfort. The ride is plush, yet responsive. It soaks up bumps like a champ but stays planted in corners better than you'd expect from a cruiser this size. Cornering clearance has been slightly improved, and with the new geometry, it feels more agile than any bike with a 2000cc engine should. It's heavy, yes, but never cumbersome. Braking has also seen a solid upgrade. The Vulcan 200 comes equipped with dual 320mm front discs with radial-mounted 4-piston calipers, and a single 300mm rear disc. Add in the latest Bosch ABS system, and you've got strong, confident stopping power. For a bike this size, that's not just welcome, it's essential. Next up, let's talk design, because let's face it, a cruiser has to look the part. The 2025 Vulcan 200 is a visual statement. Long, low, and muscular. You get a new sculpted fuel tank with a slightly more aggressive contour, a redesigned LED headlamp housed in a bullet-style nacelle, and blackout finishes across the frame, pipes, and engine casing. It's offered in 3 finishes: obsidian black, metallic ruby, and titanium silver, each one accented by contrast stitching and brushed metal trim. The seat is lower than before, at 26.4 inches, giving that classic cruiser stance while still being comfortable for longer rides. The saddle itself has been re-engineered for support, wide, cushioned, and ideal for both solo rides and 2-up cruising. The pillion seat now includes a removable backrest, subtle, functional, and stylish. Instrumentation has gone digital but tastefully so. You get a hybrid analog-digital dash, a big central analog speedometer flanked by a full-color TFT display. It shows ride modes, gear position, fuel economy, tire pressure, and even includes smartphone connectivity via Kawasaki's Radiology app. Speaking of tech, the Vulcan 200 finally embraces rider aids that actually make a difference. You've got 3 ride modes: Sport, Standard, and Rain, and a lean-sensitive traction control system, which is a godsend for a torquey bike like this. Cruise control is standard, and you even get the built-in GPS navigation overlay through the app. There's also a USB-C charging port cleverly tucked into the left side of the tank. As for ergonomics, Kawasaki offers two bar setups from the factory: a mid-rise touring bars or flat drag style bars, depending on your riding style. Combine that with adjustable foot controls and a host of available accessories, from hard saddlebags to touring windscreens, and the Vulcan 200 becomes more than a cruiser, it becomes your cruiser. Now, let's talk price. The 2025 Kawasaki Vulcan 200 starts at $19,499 for the bass trim, with the premium touring package coming in around $21,999. That puts it right in the sweet spot, competing directly with the Harley-Davidson Lowrider Street, the Indian Challenger, and even touching the Yamaha Eluder territory. But here's the thing, none of those bikes give you this combination of raw displacement, refined tech, and Japanese build quality quite like the Vulcan does. And that brings us to the unique selling points. The Vulcan 200 isn't trying to copy American cruisers, it's doing its own thing, leaning into Kawasaki's history of performance while embracing modern cruiser culture. The build quality is top-notch, the torque is real, the tech is useful, not gimmicky, and riding experience, addictive. If you want a bike that turns heads at a stoplight, pulls like a freight train, and still pampers you on a 300-mile weekend cruise out, the Vulcan 200 is a serious contender. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the casual rider. This is a bike for those who want power, presence, and a little bit of rebellion, without compromising on reliability. If you're in the market for a modern muscle cruiser that can handle long miles, short commutes, and everything in between, yes, Kawasaki has made a bold move with the Vulcan 200. And it pays off. It's the kind of bike you don't just ride, you command. That's it for this ride, folks. If you enjoyed the review, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-world motorcycle content, and drop a comment below. What would you want to see on the Vulcan 200? Would you ride one, or are you sticking with your current cruiser? Until next time, stay safe, ride smart, and keep it on two wheels. This is Gear Shift Hub, signing off.